Hi Year 10, so last lesson we had a look at the last causes of the economic boom and we looked at hire purchase, consumerism, advertising and mail order. So I'm going to run through the answers to this table. Again, pause and correct yourself if you need to before I move us on. So first of all, what was hire purchase? Well, it allowed people to buy more expensive items even if they didn't have the money at that exact second. And its impact was that it allowed everyone to access luxury goods, increasing the demand. Consumerism, with more time and less income, people began to buy more, particularly things that would save time, for example, a vacuum cleaner. This increased the demands of goods and led to the creation of supermarkets and department stores because they wanted to get everything in one place at one time rather than having to go to maybe 6 or 7 different shops. Advertising meant that everyone was susceptible to being told how good a product was or how much they needed it. And the impact was that this increased the expansion of businesses and ensured that there was further demand. And lastly, mail order enabled everyone in America to buy goods, even if they were not close to a supermarket, which then increased the demand of goods further again. Okay, so pause there if you need to. If not, I'm going to move us on. Okay, moving on then. Today's lesson, you're going to answer this question. So using source B and your own knowledge, describe the impact of the First World War on the American economy. So I'm going to run through quickly how to answer this now. So there's 6 marks and all 6 marks will be for the quality of your answer. There's going to be no marks for SPG and you want to try and complete this in 5 minutes. Okay, so try and do that while you're at home as well. So as always, make sure you're aware of the key words. So source A, own knowledge, treatment of Black Americans and southern states, because this is the example that we're going to be using today. Okay, so making sure you've got those key words highlighted. So step 1 then is to describe what you can see or read in the source, remembering to use the information provided in the caption. So first of all, I'd highlight what I can see. So obviously I can see 2 men of 2 different races using different water fountains. And I can see a sign that says for coloured only. And I would highlight the segregated drinking fountain, which obviously I can see, and the fact that these were common across the southern states of America, so specifically the southern states. Step 2 then, I'm just going to move myself here. You need to describe what you can see or read in the source, remembering to use the information provided in the caption. So this is step 1. So there's an example of step 1. Pause it, have a read if you need to. If not, we're going to move on. Step 2 then is using your own knowledge of the topic to expand what you have said about the source using specific historical context. So what you'd think about there is other areas of life that were segregated. So for example, buses, schools, doctors' offices. The name given to these segregation laws, which we know are Jim Crow laws, and why these laws were brought in. There is an example of step 2. So again, pause, have a read if you need to. Okay, and finally then I'll just show you the mark scheme. So this question is quite short, quite easy to do, but there is the mark scheme that we will be using. So again, pause, have a read of that example answer and use it to answer the question I've given you then. Good luck Year 10, see you soon.